Welcome back to Whatever You Need, the channel where we go beyond the surface of celebrity headlines to uncover the real stories, the unspoken emotions, and the hidden connections that fascinate millions. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to click the join button to support us. It helps us bring you these in-depth explorations. Now, let's step into one of the most talked about stories of recent months. The whispers surrounding Gökberk Yıldırım and Cemre Arda, the leading stars of Rüzgarlı Tepe. For months, Rüzgarlı Tepe dominated Turkish television. Its sweeping landscapes, compelling characters, and heartfelt writing captivated not only Turkish audiences, but also an international fanbase eager for subtitled versions of each episode. At the center of this whirlwind were two stars, Gökberk and Cemre, whose on-screen love story felt so believable that viewers often questioned whether the intensity of their chemistry was confined to the script. As filming drew to a close and the finale approached, speculation began to grow louder. Was the romance we saw on screen merely an act, or was it the reflection of a deeper, real-life bond forming between the two actors? Members of the production crew, speaking quietly but persistently, hinted that the long hours on set had forged something beyond professional respect. Friendship, they said, had blossomed into intimacy. By the time the final scenes were shot, the atmosphere behind the cameras was charged with an energy that suggested more than fiction. Fans were quick to notice clues that the actors themselves never directly confirmed. A shared laugh captured by paparazzi outside a late-night rehearsal, the almost synchronized posting of cryptic captions on Instagram, and subtle yet affectionate gestures at press conferences, all of it fueled the belief that the story of their characters had leapt from script pages into their private lives. When the cameras stopped rolling, another layer of rumor emerged. Instead of rushing into new contracts, Gökberk and Cemre chose to step back, declining immediate offers in order to breathe, rest, and, according to whispers, explore their personal connection without the daily pressure of the spotlight. Friends of the pair claim they are deliberately carving out space for themselves, away from the noise of fame. Dear viewers, what do you think? Should stars be free to explore relationships in silence, or do you believe fans deserve to know when on-screen chemistry evolves into reality? Drop your answers in the comments while remembering to like and subscribe. We at Whatever You Need love to hear your voice in these conversations. Among the juiciest details circulating in fan forums was the possibility of a private vacation. The destination mentioned repeatedly. The Maldives, synonymous with turquoise lagoons, pristine beaches, and romantic isolation. Eyewitnesses say Gökberk was spotted leaving a travel agency carrying a glossy brochure of luxury island resorts, while Cemre posted an Instagram story showing palm trees against a radiant sunset captioned, "Counting the days." To devoted fans, these were not coincidences. Within hours, social media buzzed with predictions. They're going to the Maldives. I can already imagine them walking barefoot by the ocean. Others wrote, "We watched them fall in love on screen, now we'll witness it in real life." The speculation created a second wave of excitement around the Rüzgarlı Tepe finale. Audiences who had already been preparing themselves emotionally to say goodbye to beloved characters now tuned in with an additional layer of anticipation, searching for signs of stolen glances, unguarded smiles, or behind-the-scenes moments that might betray real emotion. Entertainment journalists described the situation as rare. It's not often that chemistry transfers so seamlessly from fiction to life, they argued, and when it does, it usually leaves an indelible mark on both careers and fandom. Analysts went so far as to call it a romance that refuses to remain confined to the script. Yet, in contrast to celebrity couples who stage photos or grand joint interviews, Gökberk and Cemre seem to have chosen a quieter path. They prefer private dinners, long walks, and weekends far from the cameras. This understated behavior has only amplified admiration from fans, who see their discretion as proof of sincerity. In a world where so much feels staged, their quiet authenticity feels like a breath of fresh air. But make no mistake, the professional world is not ignoring them. Producers have rushed forward with offers, eager to capitalize on the audience's desire to see them together again. Representatives for both actors confirmed that they are reviewing scripts ranging from television dramas to feature films. And yes, directors have already hinted at potential projects that could reunite them on screen. Still, the actors seem intent on prioritizing personal balance before plunging into new professional commitments. Fans, far from frustrated, have expressed support. They deserve rest. Let them have their moment before diving back into work. Such comments reflect a rare understanding between stars and their audience, a recognition that life beyond the cameras matters just as much as the stories told in front of them. As this intrigue unfolds, social media remains on constant watch. A fan reported seeing Cemre shopping for resort wear in an upscale boutique. Another swore they saw Gökberk purchasing a waterproof camera. Whether these sightings are accurate or simply wishful thinking, they contribute to the mythology of the couple, every rumor a new piece of the puzzle. Let's stop here for a moment. Viewers of Whatever You Need, we want to ask you directly, do you believe this is genuine love growing quietly behind the cameras? Or do you think it's simply the media reading too much into coincidences? Your opinions shape this conversation, so leave your comments and don't forget, support us by subscribing and hitting the join button so we can keep analyzing stories just like this one. When the finale of Rüzgarlı Tepe aired, emotions soared. Viewers said goodbye to characters they had cherished, but the possibility of a real-life love story softened the sadness of farewell. Many fans expressed that the fictional ending no longer felt like an ending at all. It was simply a transition, a doorway to a new chapter that might be unfolding privately between Gökberk and Cemre. Journalists noted how unique it is to witness an on-screen relationship seamlessly mirror itself in the personal lives of actors. Some even wrote that what began as entertainment had transformed into a modern fairy tale. And so, while scripts pile up on desks and producers eagerly wait for decisions, Gökberk and Cemre take their time. They walk quietly, far from cameras, rediscovering who they are outside of the roles that brought them together. Fans remain patient, offering blessings, privacy, and hope in their online messages. As things stand, the story of Gökberk Yıldırım and Cemre Arda feels like more than just a headline. It carries the weight of something rare in celebrity culture, authenticity. The finale of Rüzgarlı Tepe marked the end of one story, but may have opened the prologue of another, one not scripted by writers or directors, but written in real time by two people finding each other amidst fame. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the whispers, the signs, and the hopes surrounding these two stars. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to subscribe to Whatever You Need, tap the join button to support us, and share your thoughts below. Do you believe Gökberk and Cemre are quietly starting something real, or is it simply the fantasy of fans carried beyond the series? Until the truth reveals itself, this has been Whatever You Need. Stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, the most beautiful stories often begin where the cameras stop rolling.